everyone. Thank you for joining our normal work session. Today is December the 18th. It is now 5:36 p.m. in the evening. We will be later joined with Councilwoman Shepherd, and Councilwoman Inman is out sick tonight. So we will proceed. At this time, I would like to go ahead and call to order this meeting with a roll call starting from my left.
Councilwoman Diane Howard.
Councilman Darrell Honoré.
Mayor Reynolds.
Councilwoman Wynn.
Thank you so much. At this time, we would like for everyone to silence your phones, and we're going to have a moment of silence, please. All right, thank you. At this time, the approval of the agenda, council, whenever you're ready, and we do have one amendment, and that will be letter A, the pickup film. Make sure you place that in your motion, that we will remove that until a later date.
All right. I make a motion to approve the agenda with the change of removing letter A.
All right, is there a second?
A second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, ayes have it. Thank you so much. City Clerk, Ms. Ashley, do we have any public comment responses at all? Okay. All right, we're going to proceed with Bria Janelle introduction. We're going to start with Chief first, and then you'll bring her up. Okay.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So I would say 7 or 8 years. I met Miss Bria Janelle. We did some social media influence work together. We did some work with some businesses, some brands, brainstorming we're just talking about. She is an amazing person. She has a great heart, and she has a great foundation. So the goal tonight is just to introduce her to council. She actually wants to do a lot of stuff here in the city. She has a great following, a big following. She's the voice of the Chicago Bulls on court, the OTE, which is Overtime Elite Basketball, which is in Atlantic Station, the Atlanta Dream, and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish football team.
Wow.
So she MCs for a lot of people. She's got an amazing foundation. They do so many things. I'll let her speak on some of the things she does. I just want to kind of an introduction. I was able to connect her with Miss Ravonda, and I think Miss Ravonda will co-sign and say she's got a lot of big things coming. She's actually, what would I say, a product of Lucius Sanders? Yep, a product of Lucius Sanders basketball gym.
Awesome.
So,
That's what I was waiting on.
Yeah. So that's where the big connection is going to come in with Lithonia. This isn't someone just coming from the outside. It's someone that was here on the inside. So I'll let her come up and introduce herself and just talk about who she is, what she does.
Well, I don't know how to follow that one after that. Good evening, everyone. My name is Bria Janelle. As DJ said, I am a television personality and sports media talent for the biggest names and brands in sports, which, professionally for the Chicago Bulls, being the voice of the organization, Notre Dame football is great. But most importantly for me, I am a product of Lithonia, and I'm a product of Lucius Sanders. I played for the Southeast DeKalb Lady Eagles with Wayne Glapion. I don't know if that's a familiar name, and Victor Barnes from the age of 6 to 17. So I'm not just a random person coming here to, tell you all about my foundation, what I do professionally, but I have a heart for this community and a heart of service. And I really believe that you can't change the world until you change your community. And I want to be the person that starts with changing my community and bringing my friends who I think are normal, and my, who runs our organization pretty much reminds me like, no, your friends are celebrities. They're not, at 7 foot, that's a that's someone who's a professional basketball player. And so I created a family foundation, the Bria Janelle Foundation, with my mother and I. The whole purpose of our foundation is empowering youth in our community through education, inspiration, and community support. So we started the foundation last year, and me being a kid from the suburbs, in the sense, I feel like being in the city of Atlanta, doing anything there is a free space on the bingo card, right? Everybody typically goes to the city of Atlanta. We think about nonprofits and dollars and things like that, but what about outside the perimeter, and when you keep going towards Lithonia, when you go to Snellville, when you go to Conyers, when you go to Rockdale, and so far and so forth, I feel like those are the kids that are forgotten about, right? And even when I work with, if I do work for the Atlanta Hawks or if it's the Falcons or something like that, people forget about the kids outside of the perimeter. And I just felt like that's where my heart is and for service. So we started a grooming event, which is basically, for me, being on camera and being on television is very, very important, right? And when you look good, you feel good, you walk in your purpose. And I really feel like the kids that I have come across outside of the perimeter don't have access to proper grooming, right? Which affects your confidence. Like, I couldn't imagine getting on camera and not looking like my best version of myself, let alone going to sit in the classroom. And you all know that all the things that these kids deal with. So we started a grooming event, a grooming lounge in a sense, where we partnered with Zaytoven, who was a really big music producer, and he served as a barber for our back to school event. So we serviced over 75 kids, and we gave them book bags, we gave them lunch. Everything was free of charge, because we wanted to show them that, you're loved, outside of just your family. And then also, is young people deserve to grow old and walk in their purpose, and it's not happening. And simply by helping them with their appearance and boosting their confidence meant so much. So like I said, we serviced those kids as we went back to school. But Gina and I were having a conversation. She's like, there's more that needs to be done after school, back to school, then what, right? And so for us, our next one that we're looking to do in the city of Lithonia, literally next door at the salon and barbershop, is on Martin Luther King Day. I don't think it's a day off. I think it's a day of service. And I want to serve the community in doing that. So, DJ and I have been talking about what are ways that we can give back to this community through the grooming event. So, I think that's very important, grooming, but even taking a step farther, I went to Greater Atlanta Christian School, but I struggled in school because I couldn't see the board. And I was very afraid to say I can't see because I needed glasses, right? And I see how many of these kids can't see. I work with kids across the board, whether it's overtime elite, from kids starting from the age of 13 all the way up to adults. And 1 in 3 kids can't see the board, which imagine how that's affecting them in school or now on computers, right? So wanting to add in the implementation of showing, getting them free eye exams and physicals. Those are the things that we're looking to do, because it's our kids that are affected. And these are going to be our soon lawyers, doctors, preachers, teachers, politicians. They'll one day sit in these seats, right? And we want them to know that they grew up in a community that was loved and cared about. So that's one of the things that we're doing. Also, I think golf is very important. I come from a historically golf family. My grandfather was the first African-American to become a green jacket at Augusta National. So he broke the color barrier for golf in a sense, and it wasn't until 1990. And I've learned to play golf when I have some free time. So we're putting together a golf classic. He's still living, but I just wanted to give him his flowers while he can smell them. And I feel like people, deserve to really know his story. I've seen Ebony, I've seen Jet, I've seen the White House try to tell his story, but no one knows a man that I know. So we're doing the golf classic, but that's to raise money. My ultimate goal is to have a golf summer program for young girls between the ages of 8 to 17, and teaching them life skills through the game of golf, as well as STEM. I've mentioned this to DJ before. I think STEM is very important, and technology is important, and we don't see young girls playing golf. And I've gotten a lot of business deals done on the golf course, which to me is, golf is very, very important. And I think that's not the first sport that African-American women or young girls of color go to. And so I want to be able to show them STEM and technology, and most importantly, life skills through the game of golf. I can't do this alone, which is why I mentioned to DJs, I need you all's help. I'm one person. I have a big voice and a large platform, but it takes influencers and decision makers like yourselves partnering with our organization financially too. We want to be able to give back to the kids as far as going back to the grooming event. It's creating these summer programs for them. If it's grooming, we want to sponsor. We said our goal next year is 10 kids for a year to sponsor kids to have their hair cut and their hair done, but stimulating the economy here in Lithonia. So it's servicing the Black-owned businesses that are next door. So I really want to pour back into this community. This is where my heart is. This is where I became an adult. This is where I learned how to really deal with life, and being a product of Lucia Sanders and playing for the Lady Eagles has really made me who I am today. So I just wanted to, first of all, thank you all, and DJ as well as Ravonda's allowing me the opportunity to be in front of you all, to speak from my heart and let you know that I will rep Lithonia until the day that I die, and I think that this is a community that shaped me into who I am today, to be able to touch people around the world and use my voice. I was now in closing, I was mentored by Maya Angelou up until she passed away. And she told me that my voice had the ability to change nations. And I think that that is my mission until I expire, is to be able to do that. And I just need your help in that to be able to affect and change the lives of the next generation. So again, thank you for allowing me to be here. I tell people I get paid to talk for a living, so I could probably talk your entire council meeting. I won't take up your time, but just letting y'all know that I have a passion and I am a kid and a product of this environment. So I'm not just a random person coming in, but I really want to create change. And I think it starts with us in this room. So I appreciate you all, and if y'all have any
Awesome.
questions, I don't mind answering.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
So
you.
I just have to clap for you. Thank you.
Thank you. I
Thank you
appreciate
so
you.
much. Thank you. Council, did you all have any questions, concerns, anything?
You coming up to say something?
Yeah, I was gonna say, the first event she's talking about, on January
That's okay.
15th,
Okay.
the grooming event, I was able to give Chris and Straight Natural. They're gonna donate all the time. They're gonna donate the barbers, the hairstylists, they're gonna do everything.
Good.
So, yeah, we're gonna pretty big.
That's the one that's coming up.
January 15th.
January 15th.
Mhm.
Okay. What's the times on it? You know, yeah.
The King Day.
Okay.
Based off of the scope of work of, braids, natural styles, we want to serve as many people as we can. We talked about doing a event where there is like a sign up sheet,
Mhm.
having a smaller number of signups and then just allowing walk-ups. Because, once somebody may not know about the sign up sheet here, but if they walk up, who's going to turn down a free hairstyle or free haircut?
Right.
So, we don't want to turn away anybody from the community if we can do so.
Okay. That sounds good. That's great. Alrighty. Anything else, council?
My only thoughts is, it sounds fantastic. And it seems like, the youth will be involved. I truly believe that. It sounds very exciting to me, so I'm sure it's going to be exciting for them. And just being able to reach, the youth in the community to just make sure that, we're on point as far as what they're interested in and that they're aware, like you said, everybody can walk up and just putting it out there and making everybody aware that, this is what's going to be going on, and just looking at the, participation that you're going to be getting. And I think that would be great to go from there.
I got a
Thank
question.
you.
Go ahead.
So is it there's a part of it that's service too, like if people want to volunteer? Did I miss that?
Yeah, so
Oh.
we would like to have a pool of volunteers that we typically work with. It's just been our volunteer unit for the past 4 or 5 events that we've done this year. But we're welcome. All hands on deck is important, because the more people that you have volunteering, the more heads that we can get done, because we have to be strategic about waivers, because you are using products on young girls. So we have waivers that they will have to sign, line direction. We'd like to be able, because it's January, to have a station for hot coffee or hot chocolate. Telling people where to go. So the simple things that you think about when it comes to putting together an event, the more hands on deck, the better. And this is why for us, we really believe in collaboration and project ship. I'm gonna take Gina's word, as she always said, and partnerships, is being able to work together, because together everyone achieves more, and that's what I learned what team really means. So to answer your question, the more volunteers we have, the better. So we're very open to it as well.
Anything else? All right. Thank you. Welcome aboard. Can't wait. Okay.
P.S. I have one of those bags full of golf clubs. So when we get to that
Balls up.
point, they collected dust. It's been in there for like forever.
Yeah, so our golf classic is scheduled for May 20th at Southland.
Okay.
And so we're looking for 40 golfers to participate. DJ has already agreed, he along with KK have agreed to put a foursome in there. But again, the golf classic is to raise money for our golf summer program that we're looking to do for young girls. So everything is going back to programming. I think that's very important. I went to summer camp at Lucia Sanders, so those type of programs are still essential. Like I said, golf is very important. So
Okay, well, if you need clubs, I have a bag full of just
let's do
collecting
it.
dust.
Let's do it.
That'd be interesting. I get
The
close.
sign up sheet, will they have to sign in?
Yeah, so we're still working some minor details out of it. We don't want to put it out too early, and we have a ton of people sign up. So the sign up sheet will be minimal, right? And then that'll leave room for walk-ups.
Okay. Thank you.
So that'll probably be what, the week before we talk about it? Maybe like 2 weeks from now?
Yeah, like 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
Right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's
Sure.
always just around.
All right, council, we're going to proceed. Historic preservation grant.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is almost a discussion, but if we could get a census, I'd like to look at this. This is a historic preservation grant done by the Georgia Department of Community Affairs, just to apply for it. So what it's, you don't have the whole thing. The whole thing's 32 pages long. There's no, I don't want to bombard you with everything, but basically, it ranges. It has the range either of between 10 and 20,000 or 1,000 and 25,000. What it'll allow you to do is you can use the money towards putting a roof on an old building. You can use it towards having somebody design plans for an old historic building. You can use it towards pretty much anything that goes towards a historic building, which I think downtown Lithonia is a perfect candidate for this grant. Like I said, it's one of those things that we need to apply for and just kind of see what they say. So council would like to give me a census to start the application process.
I think it's a great idea.
Great idea.
Ms. Williams?
Well, you know, I'm bored. I'm on the, I work with the historic.
So I think it'll be good. I mean, it has a wide range of things we can use it for, but once we figure out if we get it and how much we get, we can make that determination.
Gotcha.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Awesome. All right. We're going to proceed over to the inaugural ceremony and council swearing in. Where are you going? Oh,
Sit back and leave.
all right. Long story short, make this quick. It was a meeting. I forgot what date it was. But anyway, you all stated to go ahead and scout locations for the ceremony swearing in. And one in particular I told you about was in East Point. So scouted that one. Too expensive. But what's crazy is we went down the street and went to Occasions on Main. They were higher than East Point.
Wow.
Then went to Pink Lion and Stonecrest, and they high. So guess what? Do y'all want to know the numbers, or should I tell you my suggestion? Let's do it here
In this building.
in this building
Yeah,
downstairs.
just the way you be sworn in anyway.
We normally get sworn in somewhere else, but it's okay because this is my second term. This is your what? Second term too. This is your 20th.
Yeah.
term. So
And I had
Fourth
to
time.
celebrate because I didn't get to celebrate. So celebrate.
I think I had-
Oh,
Okay.
that's right.
COVID.
COVID. That's
Oh.
right.
They have
You
celebrate.
That's
too, huh?
right.
It
That's
was my
right.
third term. No, mine wasn't.
So I'm
I
excited.
wasn't that.
We're
Yeah.
celebrating with y'all.
Gotcha. Okay.
No, that's right. You're in the middle of your.
Okay. So we'll open up this here, but decorations is a must. Red, white, and blue. Food, not heavy food, just like finger stuff or whatever. That's what we want to do, and we're just going to keep it, to a minimum, not to the point where it's cheap looking, but it'll be nice. But just have it here. What's y'all thoughts about that?
I think that's good.
Sounds good.
Okay.
And available.
Yeah, and available. So this is the program that I got together. I want y'all to see if y'all like this. Real simple, real short.
Good.
What I was thinking was, these are my thoughts. We have a welcome first by our city clerk, Ashley. We'll have a prayer. I was thinking about Pastor Edward Randolph, over at Union.
Mhm.
I was thinking about a song. I am friends with a gospel artist, and I'll ask her to do it. Swearing in, Judge Tunde, I've already asked him months ago. That'll be the swearing in, of course, for us three. Greetings from me first. Greetings from Councilwoman Wynn next. And all you're going to say is, thank you for coming. Something simple and short. Ain't
Thank you for
nothing.
doing it.
Yeah. And then you're next. And then let's party. That's it. Real simple.
So we're gonna have a DJ? No.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I asked Chief, can we have music? He said yes. So my question to council is, do you want to do the DJ thing and make it, like not loud, but you know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Or should we have like maybe holiday music?
Holiday.
Here we go.
Party?
New Year's
Here
Eve.
we go.
New Year's over.
What day is it?
The second.
You
know,
do
the holiday
recuperate.
season, but
Yeah.
okay.
Since we don't have to pay for facility, all you paying for is catering.
Catering, decoration, DJ.
Yeah, DJs is good.
Okay, that's what I need to know. See if
How
y'all
about
like that.
Will we have any bags or anything? We have any bags left? Like a little,
Something to give away.
I don't know.
I
That's
think you
okay.
gotta order some more, cause I think we were gonna have an event, and we figured out we didn't have any tangible stuff
We
anymore.
can just get
We
some
just need
stuff.
some tangible.
Got you.
If not for them, just to have.
Okay. Well, we got some.
Got
Did those mugs come in yet? What they look like? I remember ordering those mugs. Oh yeah.
A souvenir or something. What you think?
On the website. Got you.
Did we take that blood picture off ever? Because we've been like asking
We need to
that
replace it with something.
for like 6-7 years. I've been asking for that.
We need to
picture, 'cause it's
replace
like
it.
a city. I don't
Do
know.
y'all want to replace it with? What do we have to replace it with? Yeah,
What's the flood picture?
Let me know what-
that picture of
Stir that goes with it.
it's just a piece of land, basically.
Yeah, and it's got like this little
Oh, it's
like
like.
lake on it.
Okay, so it says China. Does that mean it's microwave?
I didn't even look at it.
Dishwasher safe.
It's just,
Is it
it's
dishwasher
it's
safe?
like,
They were having them around.
what you call it?
It doesn't have that on here, so I don't know if I
It's
put
What's
that
the
in the
word?
microwave.
It's not a clear picture. It's like they,
China.
you know what I'm
Maybe.
talking about. When it's blurry. Yeah.
It's nice. And got a little white spoon or
And
something.
it's light, so
Yeah, that's nice.
look on the bottom.
What's wrong?
Learning another China.
It don't say microwavable or dishwasher.
Oh Lord.
I would think
I
it
mean,
would
you
be.
put it in microwave, your hand gonna get hot. It's gonna burn your hand
It
up.
might just be specific with the cake cook.
Oh Lord.
That's cute.
It's nice.
I like it.
I don't
That was
know.
nice.
How many of y'all ordered of those? And you give them out, people burn their hand.
Well, who
Yeah,
put
it's
that
not
stuff in the
enough.
microwave?
Hot water in the microwave for coffee, you don't?
Some people don't do that no
I
more
don't
because
think you'll get
that's,
that
that's
hot.
how you. Let me be quiet.
Okay, I understand. You're right.
Be
It's-
careful with microwave.
Okay,
I,
Mhm.
I understand.
be careful with microwave. Okay, so photography, videographer,
Mhm.
or one person that can do both. Yeah. Okay. And then we got catering. That's light. And you, DJ.
DJ, yeah.
Like finger food,
Don't fill them up. We ain't trying to get them.
because we want
Go
to
eat
eat
out.
They just need to have like them little small
Mhm.
Hors
hors d'oeuvre looking plates, something like that.
Or just gonna be, everybody just get their own, or is it gonna be buffet?
It depends on the caterer.
You know, the caterer.
Yeah, the caterer may serve.
Caterer would be a server.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Like what?
I asked,
What would you put on?
What's the name about DJ?
Who's that?
What's my boy name that does it?
Oh yeah, he's a good
Yeah.
one too. Okay.
Isaac,
That's
not the
a
one
good
that does. the one
Dang, what's
But
Dare? What's his name? I forgot his name.
No, this
No,
guy don't.
This guy.
DJ
does
Boone.
for the,
DJ Boone.
Yeah.
He does for the,
Oh, the senior center.
no, for the farmer's market. Oh,
Oh,
we
yeah,
have-
Chico.
down in Chico.
Got you.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a thought, he's local.
Hmm.
Some
Yeah, we
of
can
it is
reach
too,
out.
I guess, at least the store is.
Alrighty. Catering, DJ, light serve. Yeah, time for decorations. Yeah. Okay. We'll get it done. All right, so that was easy. Moving forward to the naming of the resource center. Mayor Pro Tem, you ready?
Yes, I didn't realize that. I don't know if you guys had an opportunity to think, throw some things in the atmosphere, but we're getting closer to getting ready to get that started, moving and grooving. But we have to have a name for it. And it's only right for us to be able to name it since this is happening under our team,
Mm.
under our leadership. So I'll just throw out what name I had. Just really simple, really easy. I just wanted to call it Lithonia Resource Center.
I was thinking that.
And it just encompasses everything. It doesn't make it specific on what
we're providing to the community, everything that we provide. So that was my take. But if anybody else has suggestions,
That was in my head.
we're
My
gonna put it in
suggestion-
black and white.
My suggestion was Lithonia Achievement Center.
Achievement Center,
I
okay.
like that.
Achievement Center. You got another one?
No,
That was it? Okay. Anybody else?
I like both of the names, but I like the resource center because it like on the achievement center, it's like we what have you achieved, or we producing anything like classes there. A resource center is to help fulfill the needs.
Gotcha.
All right.
Okay.
My thought for the Achievement Center was that we were going to be working with the youth. And also you can be achieved as well as when you are providing information that you also making some type of achievement. That was my thoughts.
Agreed.
Gotcha.
Agreed.
But it can go with it.
No, I like your thought too, but I don't know if we remember talking about this. I do like your thought, but it's not enough for me. But we were gonna start once we start getting this thing going to serve our youth. The thought was once we start getting more people ready to invest in what we got going on, is that we'll open up what we got going on and it start going to other avenues of resources other than youth.
Okay.
So that's why I said kind of resource.
Yeah, but
So it won't sound
adults,
limited.
yeah, adults can also achieve.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
What about that? Has anyone spoken to Commissioner Johnson lately? Because she has said once before with the Lucius Sander building, the old Bruce Street building, that she was going to do a study of how it could be used.
Well, we reached out, well, not we, the Repertoire Inc., which is Joyce's nonprofit, reached out to her a couple times. I'm not sure. I want to say that they're probably going to have this session first of the year on possibly that building being given to us.
Okay, because I know she did say she would do a
Say
study.
that one more time.
Okay, she did say she would be a study and that she would do a study to see how it could be used. And I do remember some of the residents, the older residents, they were able to go to night school there and receive their GED. And that would really be a good place for people who want to go back to do continuing education, not just older. Maybe some of the, younger people who stopped to work when COVID came in and didn't go back. I think that would, be a good thing.
Okay.
We did have that.
Revisit it again. I just wanted to make sure we keep it fresh in our brains.
Okay.
And maybe do, I think a while back too, we did that with the GED and also computer for seniors. But I know senior centers might be doing that too, But it does help out, and resource the whole community.
And it also sounds like we're achieving
Achievement,
something.
yeah, achievement and resource.
Let me help y'all with that just a little bit. So, say if council picked Lithonia Resource Center, right?
Mhm.
I'm just throwing it out there. Lithonia Achievement Center, you know how once they go through the motion with the resource center and going through whatever they're going to go through, I'm sure it's going to be different. There could be an award set up. It could be the Diane Howard Achievement Award. You know what I'm talking about? Give those people that achieve something. I'm just thinking, like honorary award, do something like that. I think that's nice to put a stamp on something. You get what I'm saying? Daryl, you could do something different. I don't know what that could be. Because I heard you say during our tenure.
Yeah, that's cool.
So everybody have like a name, and then when you're not even in this seat anymore, your name is still going to be ringing. You get what I'm saying? So don't get stuck. But if
Like,
it,
I'll tell a piece of the chunk
yeah,
of what they're going through. Like I might say, I want to be involved with the computer literacy.
Mm-hmm.
And if they go through a computer literacy program, then they're gonna get the Yolanda Shepherd Computer Literacy Achievement Award. But
Mm-hmm.
like you just said, that's a really
That's a
great
good thing.
idea.
Yeah,
You
that's
can
what I was
work
saying.
with
Keep us going.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm. That's a good
That's
one.
if y'all decide on, the resource center. And then, too, if y'all do the achievement center, that's fine too. We'll still flip it and do, the name stamp on different
I love
things.
that.
So,
Thank you.
Yeah, achievement awards coming from the achievement center. I'm not getting the other part, but
I'm just saying if y'all pick, if majority say resource, I'm just saying.
Resource and achievement.
Or it can be that too. That's up to y'all.
Resource and achievement.
As long as it say Lithonia.
Resource Achievement Center
Lithonia Resource and
And-
Achievement
and
Center.
Achievement Center.
See,
Mhm.
because with the resources, it's almost like, to me, starting with an administrative part, helping you define what it is that we will be doing, and the process of going through there, having somebody to help you get and work with you to get that achievement to whatever goal you decided, and that we are offering.
Resource and Achievement Center sounds great.
Mhm.
That way you, like you said, you go through getting the resources
Yeah.
to.
It's
And
a
you're gonna
process.
achieve, yeah. Because they're gonna achieve something.
Right. Mhm.
Well, that's what we're hoping for.
Mhm.
Right, and you gotta have people on the ground helping them, walk them through, walk us through, cause I might be a part of it myself. Trying to take a class if we are offering that, going through somebody just the tier level to get you where you are.
There could be LLAC,
Let's go.
LAC, or LARC. LARC. Which one? LLAC?
Where'd you get 2 L's from?
No, LRAC. Or you can put another A.
RAC,
Or
Resource and
Lithonia.
Achievement Center.
Yeah.
RAAC.
or Resource and Achievement Center, or Lithonia Achievement Resource Center.
LRAC. I like LRAC.
Right.
I like.
I mean, just
resource, you gotta go where your
Just little
resources are
things you
coming
put in
from.
there.
Mhm.
You got to start with resource to get us
Yeah,
to
or
make
the
an
other way.
achievement.
What
Yep.
other way?
You gotta have.
A.
Achievement, yep.
Resource.
Resource. Right.
Lithonia Resource and Achievement
All
Center.
right, now switch it up.
LRAACLR. And then switch one up.
We put
Yeah.
the achievement in front of resource. All right.
I like that.
Lithonia
I like
Achievement and Resource.
I like your idea.
I'm trying to make what the initials of mean. Yeah, people always short.
The resource, you need the resource.
Oh,
You got to have resources
LAARC.
first.
Yeah, resource first.
Yeah.
All right.
LRAC.
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 I got it.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. LRAC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I be thinking.
Yeah, I think that sounds great because it feels like it's both parts.
Mm-hmm.
You get your resources, like you said,
Yeah,
to get to
anything.
your achievement.
Yep.
And you have people in place to help walk you through those tiers.
To
Mhm.
those channels to get to that achievement.
Right.
And that's what the grant is kind of helping
Yeah.
the kids and stuff. All right.
Yep.
Do we
All
have to
right.
vote on that? What are we gonna do for next time?
I think we'll vote
This was a-
next meeting.
Okay.
Yeah, just to put in stone.
Remember that.
All right.
Mhm.
I'm gonna proceed over to updating business license fees and the processes. You ready, City Clerk? All right.
Get on my nerves. Good evening, Mayor and Council.
Good evening.
So I have been reviewing our business licenses, kind of going over the process of us receiving them and reviewing some past ones that we received. There are several discrepancies, so I want to talk to you all about it and see how we can all get on one page, get everybody in the community on one page, all of our stakeholders and business owners on one page. Most of you are all business owners in the city, so this affects you all as well.
Right.
So I want to talk to you guys. So the first set of papers I gave you was our actual business license for 2024. It's been the limit in use, I believe, since 2022, where it was reviewed and changed. You guys put in a new checklist for business licensing, and the actual application was a bit updated. I've highlighted a couple sections that are extremely important, and and kind of the basis of this conversation. So at the top of our business license, we ask for a NAICS code. That code is used to classify businesses. It's nationally recognized, nationally used. The city of Lithonia has been using 6 codes as business classifications. Now that is what was used prior to 1997. It has not been updated since 1997. It's not changed, nor does anybody use it except for. So I wanted to bring that to your attention. Our last year's business license all went by that code, and they were charged a fee based on that code. Again, out of much out of date. And in terms of one of our business, our biggest business in the city, they were charged $125 for a business license. They should have been charged $3,200. This is the discrepancy.
Okay.
We're losing a bit of money here in this area because it hasn't been up to date and things haven't been done correctly. The lower section 2023 projected your gross receipts. I looked at about 10 applications from last year. Almost none of them had gross receipts listed. I am not sure how we are to calculate the business licenses the way that we have decided we're going to based on our application if we don't have anybody put in what they have as gross receipts. Some of them have not even listed their employees. We also look at that. That factors into your business license receipt.
I've wondered about that.
So these are concerns, again, that I've noticed that I want to address with you all. My goal this year is to possibly gather all the business licenses as they come in. I will not issue invoices or anything until I check every application to ensure we have the information we need. They have the information they need to accurately fill out our application, and then go from there. So what I wanted to talk to you all about is waiving the late fee, because this process will take me some time. Most businesses won't have their business license by January 31st if we go ahead and start to review as we receive them. It's going to take a little bit of time, which will push us out. I don't want to charge anybody penalties and fees. It's not their fault. We're just trying to catch up on our processes, making sure what we have is in alignment with where we're trying to go.
So will we be giving, when, if we will, giving notification to the businesses that, hey,
Yes. So
worry about what we used to do?
so far,
Moving forward.
yes. I received about, not many, maybe 5. I have told all 5 of them, we're reviewing our processes and our procedures. I will not be issuing your business license here in the near future until our process is complete. Then we will reach out and we'll proceed from there.
I'm just curious on the
Sure.
response.
Everyone has said okay. I have not gotten any pushback. I have not gotten any, I haven't got much discussion. I'll say that. Some will see a difference in what they paid for their business licenses over the last several years in accordance to what we would charge going forward. Our smaller businesses. So this next code and the way that we do it, it basically really affects those that make over $20,000. If you projected that you're going to make over 20 grand in this past year, those are those who will be affected. Honestly, those who didn't make over $20,000, they're looking at a smaller fee than they paid the last few years, mainly because our admin fee is the lowest anywhere. I don't know any city that only has a $50 admin fee.
So that needs to be adjusted as well.
So yes, I would like you all to think about that as well. Think about that fee if you would like to see it changed, how that will affect our smaller businesses, because some of them may be affected adversely, some may feel like it's not fair. I just wanted to bring it to your attention to let you all know. The second stack of papers underneath our business license was the city of Stonecrest. I put in a few cities just for example, but Stonecrest is who we are closely modeled after our business license. The other cities around us, even though they're much bigger, their applications don't look like ours. So if you go under Stonecrest, you'll see the city of Stone Mountain, I believe. After Stone Mountain, you'll see Pine Lake. Both of their applications are relatively short, sweet. They do not ask for gross receipts. They do not ask for an access codes. But there's $180 admin fee required for the city of Stone Mountain. And any employees over 5, they charge $30 per employee. So where they're not getting theirs, maybe based on gross receipts, they have made up for it in their admin fees and their employee fees. Pine Lake, the same thing, very short, dry application, but their base admin fee is $150, and for every employee over 5, they charge $20. So these are just some things I want you guys to see in black and white, kind of take a look at. I am going to bring it back to you guys. Our first meeting in January, maybe not for a vote, maybe the work session in January, just so we can further discuss what you all would like to do. If you would like to make any changes, what changes those would be. And then I will consult with our attorney, make sure there's nothing legally that we need to pass as far as an ordinance or resolution, and then we can make some changes. Sure.
Don't shoot me.
No problem.
Okay, I'm talking from a business owner right
Yes,
now,
ma'am.
not mayor.
I know.
All right. It's now December.
Mm-hmm.
When you send me a notification stating, oh, it's a change, I've already budgeted for what I'm paying because I paid it last year. So it's going to be quite a scare
Okay.
for
I
some
understand
people.
that.
So I wonder, in council, I'm just asking, it's going to be a process for you to go through what you need to change, what we changing, da 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 da. That's a lot between now and January. 2024, I believe, like towards what, maybe September, October, we should have that in place, what we doing.
Okay.
So that I have enough time. This is just me. I'm just asking.
understand.
I know I don't vote, but think about that. I know it's kind of, we need to change it. We've been saying that for years. But when you put a shock on a business like that, especially the businesses, that are open, but they don't get a lot of business, and then you just give them something like that all of a sudden, come the end of December or January. Well, it's the end of December.
We're at the end of this.
So January,
Technically.
like, oh my God, it's due the end of the month. I don't have da da da. So even though you reached out to 5 people, I understand that,
Mhm.
but we got a lot of more people
I know that'll
that
be good.
we gon' yeah. I'm just thinking about what they're gonna say because that's kind of short notice.
Okay.
But go ahead.
Okay, I'm thinking that I don't have a business in the city, first of all, I'm sorry.
You did. You used to.
I had a business in the city.
I thought you did.
No, the city,
Oh, okay. Never mind. Go ahead.
in the corporate life, I mean,
Oh, okay.
an old road, I had a person came.
Gotcha.
I'm thinking that maybe, like they said, instead of springing it on the business owners all at one time, maybe if we gradually do something because we are behind.
Mhm.
So maybe bring 1 or 2 of the fees up to par.
Mhm.
And I've said in the past, because the Cobb County go by gross receipts, and they charge by a percentage of how much you say you're gonna earn,
Mhm.
and then it's like that. And the next year, that's what you pay, what you say you're gonna earn. But then again, are you able, if someone give you their gross receipts, are we gonna be able to see? I mean, you have to go through some research to
So
find out exactly what that gross receipts.
I have a little bit of experience because I did business licensing with the city of Stonecrest prior to coming here. So I did include underneath our business license, if you go back, these 2 pages from the city of Stonecrest. I've highlighted them under occupational tax rates. Occupational taxes consist of 3 parts. One would be your base fee. For us, it's $50 per owner/employee, your number of employees, and then your gross receipts. On the second page, it breaks down exactly how that is calculated. I agree with Mayor Reynolds. It is going to be a shock for some people, and I can understand the concern for a business owner thinking, okay, I'm just going to pay the same fee that I paid last year, and this time it's going to be different. My only kind of rebuttal or kind of back to it is we've been asking for the same information. I'm not asking for any more information, and not even that we change the admin fee right away. That could happen gradually, like Councilwoman Howard said. I'm just looking to be able to process our business licenses the correct way.
Yeah.
Under the correct code.
Under the correct code.
And Miss Robin, I forgot about that. She did send out a letter, was it last year? Saying that our fees was going to go up soon. I remember her doing that.
So
She just didn't go in detail.
Okay.
It just did.
I'm gonna see if I can find it.
Yeah, see if you can find that.
So I was thinking that, so to do it gradually, but do something. So maybe the admin fee, maybe we can go ahead and bring that up to par. And then the other part, the biggest part, maybe come back for 2024. And like we said, if we haven't let them, everyone
Yep.
know that it's going up,
Yep.
they'll know when
Okay.
it goes up.
So
But then
would
we
you-
will be getting a little bit more
Yeah.
than what we have been.
And then
So
let them know how much it's going to be too.
Based on, okay.
Uh-huh.
So would you all like me to go ahead and process this year's business? Just a consensus, we'll probably vote on it first meeting in January, but just a consensus for us to go ahead and process the way that they have been being processed previous to. So same format as last year, just for 2024.
But what
And then
about the admin fee?
I would say.
That we can
admin
change.
And,
Give them an
and not,
estimate of
Okay.
next
well,
year.
maybe not mess with the gross because I guess
What?
that's what we've been doing, but what about the number of employees? Let's do a little something, and then when we have to come back with the other one, it won't be such a big shock of everything at one time. So I would say the employees and the admin fee.
I'm a new business owner, so
I mean,
it's time,
Welcome to the
it's
club.
time to pay the renew the license, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you take me, if people have fiscal budgets, it's the same way we got fiscal.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And so the slightest $100 could throw somebody's
I
budget
understand that.
out of whack. So I say that to say that's not enough notice,
Mhm.
even if you're changing the admin fee, in my opinion.
Mhm.
I do agree that yes. What my opinion is, go ahead and do it as it is. But as you process them, they should be given that notice that hey, this the last year for this will be the admin fee. This the last year that you may be coded differently, so expect change for 2020. For the next cycle of renewal.
Okay.
I don't think you should change that because that's too short of a notice to me.
I think doing it all at one time is going to be more of a shock than doing it gradually. That's just my point.
I'm not
I'd rather have a
necessarily-
little bit of poison.
But
I'm
guess
not
get a
what?
little bit of poison, a
But
little
you
bit
get
at a
whole
time.
year to
But if
almost-
you give us a letter mid-year, even in May, June,
I
at least you
think
give me a warning, like
Bill
it's
is coming.
yeah, and it's gonna be such and such. Because shoot, when DeKalb County sent them property taxes, ooh,
But you had to pay it.
had to pay it,
And you did it.
and I did. I may was late, but it got paid.
Yeah, mine, I don't have to take that, but,
So
yeah.
I thought
What's that
you
new to you?
What?
What?
Already sent a letter
What?
out stating,
them taxes.
That there were gonna be
Yeah.
changes.
so
Yeah.
they've already had some.
Tax
We need to confirm it, I guess.
a
Is this
bit.
your
Yeah,
first
so
time
I
having
would
this tax
try.
in the city?
What you mean?
You said you
Business tax?
said you knew business.
personal property tax.
from my
Uh,
business.
I'm talking about
Mhm. That's
the
new.
business
That was
license.
new to
This is
me.
your
Yeah,
first
okay.
time having
Yeah.
that?
I'm
So-
gonna fight it this year.
So that you really was.
Yeah, I mean,
And that was
still,
out
but
of
still,
the
though,
that was
what
out
I had to pay was cushiony. It was a lot. So if you telling me, and then
Okay.
there are other business owners that did what I did. I paid it as soon as I opened my business, but I could have waited to the first of the year, but I didn't. I was gonna pay. So I just paid maybe a month or two ago, and it's time for me to pay again. And then you're gonna tell me it's another $100. I didn't budget for that.
Okay.
And I want to be clear, it's not necessarily going to go up for our small businesses. That doesn't necessarily, just because
the
we
big-
begin to take business license or occupational taxes the way that they should be taken,
Mhm.
does not mean that our small businesses are necessarily going to be hit hard. They may come out paying a little bit less. If they have made under $50,000, 9 times out of 10, that tax fee, because the tax fee, which I apologize, I didn't include, I will include in the next packet. The Nexus Code tax rates are not very high. And for small businesses, say beauty salons, hair shops, estheticians, smaller businesses, their tax code could fall under, I think it's 0.0005. That is times your gross receipt. We're talking about maybe in some cases $30, $35, and then your number of employees. Hey, it's just me. That's another $4 we're talking about, and then $50 on top of that. That's less than $100 for a small business license.
So it may not.
Last
be
year
too
they
bad.
probably
Yeah.
paid
Okay.
187, 220. It depends.
Okay.
So everybody will be affected. Some will be affected adversely. Some won't.
But
So
when you
I
look at
understand
it,
all
Uh-huh.
city has been affected for a long time.
Yeah, that's
You know, the city is
That's
being
very true.
affected. So I know we, you know,
I just
business
got-
owners, I know we
I
love
just
to.
got another business
you know,
license. One of
but-
the gentlemen we
but-
told we will reach back to him. He has a roofing company.
Mhm.
He projected they made $700,000 last year. He
Yeah.
will pay. He's looking to pay $125 for his business license. That is not.
And the
what he
trucking
should-
company.
Yeah.
you
I'm
know,
sure, and we will get so many like that. You know what I mean? This upcoming year, but because it's my first time here with you all,
Yeah.
it's my first renewal season. I just wanted to bring it out to your
Yeah.
attention.
Thank you.
That's all. We
Yeah.
can
We need to
decide
do
how
it.
we progress or how we move forward. It's completely up to you all.
And
Now
I,
that you said like that, what I was gonna say was because of the manpower that's gotta go into this research
Yeah.
and this due diligence that you have to do, I do agree with going ahead, changing the admin.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, I had a
There's
question.
been, I'm sorry.
No, I was just Pine Lake. I thought that was interesting, but they have distilled spirits, a large fee.
Yeah, they have their
We've been
alcohol
giving it
license.
away.
Now that is something that's next on my list to revisit.
Yeah.
We do our alcohol licensing a little bit different. And I would like to do some research on surrounding cities to see if we can get more up to date as well in that area.
Yeah.
But right now, the list that I have, we got enough on our plate.
Mm.
We definitely will be revisiting our alcohol
Yeah.
license.
I think that some of us, I'm not minimizing anybody's business, but I think there are larger businesses that are really getting away. While we are looking at our, couple of dollars, not minimizing, but I'm saying a couple, but you know what I mean. But we're talking about our money, but you have bigger companies out here that's in the city that are making hundreds of thousands of dollars that are only paying $125.
Guess whose fault that is?
Well, I think,
Mm-hmm.
whose fault is that?
The
Ours?
city of
The
Lithonia.
city of Lithonia. So that's why
Mhm.
we're addressing this now. But
Mhm.
while we're trying to address it, some of us, I'm just saying, some of us be like, no, we can't do this. But, what you're making, but we're not really looking at that. We're looking at how much we're losing on the other end. How many thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands, I know these
I can
trucking
tell.
companies are making,
Wakefield has definitely gotten.
How about-
and they're
They
paying
know they have
$125.
They are
And
a
it's our fault.
$8 million business, $10 million business.
It's our fault.
But we talk.
It's
We
been-
never
We-
did it.
We have
Never
talked
did it.
about it, and I brought it up that DeKalb County, when I had my business on Panola, I was telling y'all, this is what I'm paying. They come with your gross income, and we pay a percentage of how much money we bring in,
That's your
not
tax.
$125.
But we
And I
talk.
told them, this is what I bought.
Mm.
Nothing was.
What it is, we've
Just a
been
little fee.
a small city
Mhm.
for so long. We was maybe 1,000 people, then 1,200, 15. Now we're up to almost 3,000.
Yes, ma'am.
So I believe the administration, throughout the years, they just felt like, why are we charging people so much? They already got to pay the cab. They already got to pay the city. So that's just my thought. But now, since, we're growing, everything is going up, we got to change it.
Just catch up.
We losing.
Yeah, we gotta
losing
change it.
because we fighting ourselves,
Mhm.
for some dollars. And then you get other people just getting away with so much more.
Yep.
So let
We
me
gotta
ask you
change it.
all, what are your thoughts as far as an admin fee?
What was the last one we just seen?
So we are at 150. I think Stonecrest is at
We're at
150.
what now?
We're at 50. I believe Stonecrest is at 50. Pine Lake is at 180. Snow Mountain is also at like 180.
What's Stonecrest?
Let me go and see. Hold on. It
That's
is
why
a
I'm
big
about to give
city.
you a number.
Their base fee is 125. And they're actually lower than Pine Lake and Snow
Well,
Mountain.
they probably higher in other places.
They have more business. I think
More business.
they have so many businesses that it kind of balances itself out. Yeah, Pine Lake has 150 and Stone Mountain is 180.
And what's ours now?
50.
Ashley, what about if we was to now process their business license as if we made these changes so we could let them know exactly what it's going to be next year. All right, you need to show us the gross for this year. It's the standard fee from same little small fee, but
You wanna
next
be
year
able
we're
to-
going to know,
Okay.
and the council will be able to see the big difference.
Yes. the difference in?
You want to take it to 200.
What if we give them a discount on what they will be paying, even take their gross revenue and show them what they would be paying? And what if we discounted it? So that the bigger companies that could possibly pay that amount,
So that-
they can, at least we can get some of
So
the money that we've been letting go.
That discount would be your admin fee. You would say,
Well-
well, we'll waive the admin fee if you guys pay based on your gross receipt. Because I don't see us being able to calculate any other discount. Or it would just get really tricky.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think I liked your idea about giving you the time to research and get the codes correct and increasing the admin fee.
Well, the codes are correct. Let me be clear.
Well,
They just don't.
coding the
Yes.
applications.
Yes.
I like for right now at this moment,
Okay.
increasing the admin fee
Okay.
as you work through what you need to work through so that business owners will be aware this is what you get paid, this is how it's gonna go next time. I just think admin fee right now.
Okay.
And I think it should be 125.
I think 150,
Okay.
but that's just me.
I think they've been getting away long enough. I think we should waive the admin fee and get for the gross revenue, charging the gross revenue. But that would be bringing us from dark ages, stone ages to 2024. You know, this is how much you bring in. This is how much you need to pay the city. You have to pay the city in order to operate in the city. And for so long, people operating in the city and not paying the city.
And
I
that's a
think
whole
they
year.
saved enough, all that time, they saved enough money to be able to pay now. Because people have been operating for years, not paying the city.
And then not only that, look how we do the community events. You know how we doing $35, $25. That permits now. I mean, we already
That's fine.
helping a
We have
lot of
given
people.
enough. We
Yeah.
have given.
We helping a lot of
these-
people.
and these trucking companies, and like you said, Rayford, we have given enough. They have
Mhm.
operated on our back enough. I think 2024, they need to come with it.
Okay.
That's what
So
I think. And I don't know how much it would change. You said for the smaller companies, it's
yeah,
not going to be too much.
if
of a
they're
difference.
if they're
It's
not
those-
high grossing businesses,
Yeah.
they may come out paying a little bit less than they did last year.
Right, so.
So it just depends
those
on
are
the
not
business.
People that we need to address. We're addressing people that we know are bringing in those bucks. Those are the ones we need to get in 2024. I don't see waiting. I think we waited long enough.
Okay,
That's
so
my thoughts.
I will bring this back before you all, council meeting in January, where we'll take a vote on the admin fees
That'll work.
and then how you all would like to proceed.
Gotcha.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you so much for being
No
observant
problem.
and putting this in force, because we've been waiting long enough.
Our
Long-
next,
Way too long.
our
How
next
long?
discussion will be about our vendor permit.
Alrighty.
So under the business licenses, you'll see a City of Lithonia's vendor permit. The first thing I wanted to address, I want to make some changes because everything on this permit we do not utilize. So I feel like people get a little confused. I end up with random pictures of people that we don't use. So I wanted to talk to you all about it. First thing that is highlighted is to submit the picture. We have not, at least not to my current knowledge, in the last 2 years prior to me being here, utilized the pictures of vendors. So I wanted your all opinion on us taking that off our application completely, or would you like us to go back to that practice?
We moving
I would like for
forward.
you to go back. I would like for the city to go back so we'll know exactly who we are dealing with.
We do have a copy. We asked for a
Pictures
copy of
on-
identification to keep on file with any vendor application, but I understand your concern.
Oh, that's just my opinion.
I say take it off. Because people don't, I can see what picture I want to see.
So when we're asking for ID, we're getting like driver's license?
Yes, always driver's license. So far, I haven't got anything other than the driver's license since I've been here.
And so we ask for a driver's license in addition to other pictures?
No, the driver's license with their photo IDs, with their name listed as the owner who's asking for the permit. That's the way that it's been since I've been here, and it looks like prior to me being here, that's the way it's been handled. The 2 requests for the photos have not been used in a long time.
Yeah.
When I spoke to Miss Renee about it, when I first got here, she said I wasn't required for the amphitheater, and I haven't seen it being used in any other situation.
So I would say, yeah, the driver's license, whoever the owner is, personally. That's my thought.
It doesn't even say photos of what.
It just
What am I
says
giving you
photos.
2x2 photos of what?
Because of who you are, so that if something do come up,
What you mean by who you are? other than my ID.
Other than, yeah, your
That's
driver.
what I'm saying, other than
Yeah.
that. No, it's saying ID. She said that she gets the ID.
I ask for
But the
ID for
2x2
every,
photos
but I
are
don't
photos
ask for the photo.
Yeah.
Okay, I think the photo is important because
Okay.
a lot of time in the past, well, you know, just a few years that I have been here, you have one person picture, one guy came on and everything was like, it was under his wife.
Well, I'm saying photo of what though?
Of the owner.
Owner, who,
So in the
that's
past,
what
it's
I
been
do,
the,
right?
yeah, it's been the person who,
It's
the
ID,
owners
what
or the
photo
person
is
who
what?
plans to vend. It's been their photo ID.
Right.
And most of the time, that's the owner of whatever company plans to vend, and they submit an ID copy with the application.
So I'm confused.
Okay.
Okay, so they have to submit their ID
Mhm.
of the person that is asking
For the vendor
which is
permit.
normally the business owner or
Correct.
co-owner. What is this application asking for a 2x2 photo of? what?
Great question. That's why I'm here.
It ain't got nothing to do with ID, but you have to have the ID.
You have to have your
It's
ID.
asking additional 2x2 photo of what? That's what I'm saying, it doesn't make sense.
That's why I
And
wanted
it's
you all to
taking up
take a
more,
look.
it's taking up more space
Yeah,
in somebody's file cabinet.
So I just really wanted, that's why I wanted to bring it to your all's attention to see how you all felt about that tidbit and if you wanted to keep it or do away with it going forward.
I say do away with it. I say the ID, the driver's license is sufficient personally.
Okay.
My question is, I was looking on, I may have overread. Do we ask for the specific location of the place that they'll be vending? Because, you know, people pop up.
Right.
All
Okay.
over the
So
place.
normally when we have an event that we issue with solicit vendors to come in, Ms. Renee is who handles them. She puts them exactly where they're supposed to be. So they are not just popping up, setting up a table anywhere. There's always kind of like a middle person, I guess you can say, between us and them for the most part. Most vendors know they need to contact Miss Renee before they contact the city.
No, I mean like Main Street in the park, or, you know.
So for Christmas, DJ was going out and scouting every space for every vendor.
Mhm.
They are not to pick their own spot. They have to go through us. That is something we do, something we're in charge of.
Mhm.
So are you asking like, do we,
No.
other than us having an event, do
Yeah,
people just
other-
pop up for a vendor thing and just?
Any
Oh,
vendor that
food
comes
truck
in and
No.
a food
I
truck
have
on Main
had,
Street,
I had
you
a
know, they
woman
have to
reach out
say.
to us last week. She wants,
Hmm?
they have
You
to
don't?
have a peddler's permit, yes.
Oh,
But
and they
there's
say
a
it's
permit
today?
required.
Food truck outside of an event.
Oh, okay, this is just event stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is just events. Yeah. Now, if we're talking about just people who want to pop up, that's a whole nother.
All right.
Yeah, that's just a whole nother.
That's
This
another
is just
conversation.
event-based, yes. So that last page of the application brings me to a little bit of confusion. So at the very top, you'll see a minimum permit for a single event is $35. If you ask anybody who has done an event with us in the last at least 7 months since I've been here, they have paid $35. At the bottom of that section, it says our application fee is $25. So what is the basis of the 30? Okay, so is there a 25 plus 35? Is it the 25 plus the extra 10? Or what signifies the extra 10? I am a little confused. So I'm gonna need some guidance from you all.
Yeah, it's just a
It's
plan.
so confusing. It needs to come
What is
out.
the minimum permit fee for a single event in other areas, other cities, do you know?
That I need to do some research.
Okay, so.
I can tell
once-
you it's much more than $35.
Okay, and then a lot of this time, I think we came to the $35. We kind of shortchange ourselves because we think we're pretty much not worthy of any more money. I think a lot of
That's
times that's what we're thinking.
Mhm.
We're not worthy, we are not valuable, we should be giving away everything.
Mhm.
You know, we have
No,
nothing,
I
so don't
think
ask
that's
for.
what they think.
I
Mhm.
think that's what we thought. when
We think
when
too.
we paid
It's so
for this
low.
$35.
And I also, just to throw this out, something me and DJ have bounced back and forth, the idea of a year-long vendor permit. For some of our vendors that attend every event that we have or try to participate in every event that we have, and they do at least 4 to 5 events in a year in our city between the amphitheater and something that we have in the city. Some of them have inquired, hey, is it any way I can pay for a year-long vendor permit so I don't have to keep coming in, doing the permit, $35, getting another fee. So that is something else I want to bring to you all's attention, let you kind of bounce back and forth. And it's a possibility.
Well, how would you keep up with how many times
Yes,
they have vendors?
I can keep up with that via past permits, also relationships with Miss Renee, because again, she is often the middleman. She can tell me, hey, this is a regular vendor for the city of Lithonia. This is a regular vendor for the city of Lithonia. If they're interested in a year-long permit, that's something we can
And
think
what
about.
constitutes a regular vendor? How many bins do you?
I would say if you've been at least 5 of our events a year, then I would consider you a regular.
A regular,
least
and then how
5.
much would that regular? How much would that?
Now that is something we have bounced off. We have gone from 75, we've gone to 125, we've gone to 150. We've even entertained a vendor permit where we include a table, 2 chairs, and a tent for something like $100. $125. So we bounced a lot of different things off.
Times 10 is 350.
That'll be more than some people pay for their business line. I mean,
You're right.
we'll take in more than that. But I think
So I
that's
just-
an excellent idea.
Just some ideas.
That we tie them in for the year, and they can use it the way they want to.
Mhm.
And I guess Miss Renee or Black Dot, they'll just have a fee to be in
The
event.
most one person bins a year, 5.
Yeah, I mean, they could get out the
That's
way.
like the
That's the
whole
most
summer.
Most
The summer.
that one person does in the city. Because you gotta think, right now, I'll just be honest with you, the events at the amphitheater have been a lot lower than when we had two years ago, how many events we had at the amphitheater? We
Mhm.
had a lot. This last year, we probably only had 5, 6,
Mhm.
there weren't very many. So, they try to go do the amphitheater, or if we do something on Main Street, they do
Right.
that. So if you average the vendor permit out to maybe 5 permits and you make them pay that for a year long, you gotta think if they only come to 2 or 3, that's on them. I mean,
Right.
it's just, they still pay for almost 5.
Yeah, they get a good discount.
Yeah, but I mean, it is a lot when they come in multiple times a year to get, we're just constantly printing paper.
During our outdoor season, it's like the same few
Yeah, I
people.
think that's a
There's
good
a
idea.
permit every other weekend or every
Well, I
weekend.
guess we address that once we find out how much the other
Mm-hmm.
cities are paying.
Yeah.
Because we're charging 35, and then we can
Mhm.
base it on how much an annual fee would be.
Okay, and I did want to just the $35 minimum and then the $25 application. Are we going to charge an application fee or are we going to charge a flat fee of whatever we decide?
I think you should, the first thing he asks us, I think you do need to remove
The photo.
the photo stuff.
Okay.
And I think you should charge it as a flat fee.
Okay.
I think if the permit fee is substantial enough, that we can eliminate the $25. I think it all can be one fee.
Okay.
You get the right permit fee, then we can,
Let's keep the books.
Now that could be working to our yearly pass.
depending on,
If you buy it for the year, then you get you won't have to pay that per
Mm-hmm.
fee administration fee. So
Yeah.
it might be cheap for you to buy for the
the
year.
annual, yeah, and maybe it'll be half. It could be half, but half of $60,
It's still
let's say $60 per permit charge
Mhm.
times 5, divided in half, something. of
Yeah,
that
something.
nature.
Get that up front.
Yeah, price, if you do it.
But you gotta buy it only between so and so and
And
so.
so
We
on.
could
So I
do that.
like that idea.
Yeah, or
Purchase it at the beginning of the year.
30% off, 50% something off.
Any other questions you all had about or comments about the vendor permit?
I agree with, Councilwoman Shepherd to, as far as those pictures are concerned. I think, the driver's license should be sufficient and cut down on storage space.
I will bring
And
this
happy.
also back before you guys in January, so we can put some concrete stuff down and we'll proceed from there. And I'll be able to do a little bit more research in terms of surrounding cities and their vendor fees.
Right.
And then the last thing I have for you all is just our schedule of meetings for 2024 and then also our holiday calendar. So we'll need to get these definitely approved next meeting in January. They just break down exactly when our council meetings and work sessions will be, and then also what days City Hall will be closed. If that all looks decent and in order, you guys can let me know, and then it'll also come back before you in January so we can get it approved, and then make that our official calendar for next year.
As long as it's not behind one holiday, that's a really
So it looks like
between.
The first one, like January, we moved it to the 4th. It would have fallen on New Year's or the day after.
Yeah.
So that one did
Not the
move.
day after.
September, we're off that Monday, so we moved it to that Tuesday. I don't know if that's a concern, but those two are the only two meetings that look like they're affected for next year
Okay, good.
in terms of holidays. So I will bring this back before you in January as well.
Okay.
Thank you
so
all.
much.
Thank you. And we're
Okay.
good for January 2nd, that inaugural thing, and then the meeting Thursday.
Yes.
We don't
we're
have
good
to
with
approve that Thursday. Okay.
Just so you know, you're aware that Thursday will be a public hearing.
Rezoning. Okay. Okay.
That's for the clerk.
So
Oh, yeah.
You'll have Lorraine Hopkins Johnson here, Maria Davis will be here.
Who's it for?
Recreation
Oh,
center,
okay.
park area.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Moving forward, police department updates. Any updates?
So
I said we saw.
it's a piece of artwork sitting in the so on Thursday morning about 6 a.m. Officer Abdul just actually clocked in. He clocks in at 6:04. He's coming down Bruce Street, just on normal patrol, coming from Pine Mountain, headed down towards us. Stolen vehicle coming down Bruce Street, headed towards Pine Mountain, ends up sideswiping so bad it trapped him in the car. The driver got out of the car, took off running. Abdul was able to somehow climb over the center console, over the computer, and had to get out the passenger door. He gave chase, unfortunately, was unable to locate the suspect. No, he wasn't injured. He didn't sustain any injuries. He was fine. Actually, he was more mad the guy got away than anything. So the car sitting out there, all this just occurred on Thursday. The car is, as I don't know if anybody can see, it's pretty much going to be totaled out. The whole driver's side is caved in, the door's falling off. We have the adjuster coming out to look at it. We tried to expedite it, and the reason why I wanted to expedite it, and this is why I wanted to speak to council about, the contract for the new cars was supposed to be overnighted today to be here tomorrow. So that way the cars would start rolling in here. Well, actually, y'all's car will get here first. They would get here in 2 weeks. Our cars would start getting here in 3 weeks, the Durangos. We can make a change and add one more car to that and have it paid out of SPLOST just like we would. It would up the payment once a year. The payment doesn't start till July of next year, just like everything. Everything would be normal. We would just be adding one car instead of sitting here with a crash car and we don't know when we're going to get the insurance money, because the insurance money is going to have to come from Progressive. So once we do get the insurance money, just like we did get the insurance money for the other car, we can pay that insurance money towards the payment, which will be before July. So it would just make it a little bit easier if there was a consensus. If council wanted me to proceed with adding that car, I can tell him in the morning and he can overnight it tomorrow. So that way it only puts us about a day behind. It's just the timing of everything. So I think it takes the payment from like $54,000 once a year to $64,000. So it just adds one car.
What car got crashed?
The Ford Taurus, one of our good cars.
One of the good ones.
Yeah,
What year is it?
that one's a 2017.
2017. So what percentage are you estimating that the insurance is going to be paying? Because insurance never paid for a whole nother new car.
So they're not. Yeah, you're right. So the last car that got rear-ended was the 2017 Taurus. It was the exact same car. That was the one
There
that
must be a magnet on these cars.
That's the one that got rear-ended, and the lady's insurance, they paid us $24,800, which is almost what we paid for back in 2017. So we estimate that it's going to be about the same cost. I mean, it's the same mileage, same year, same car.
So we made it 24,000.
Correct.
And
Yeah.
how much you anticipating the cost going to be for a new car?
The new car, it would be the same as what we're buying now, about $50,000.
Wow. So
But we would just put it into the contract of the lease that we're already getting.
I know, but you're talking about we're paying 24,000.
Got paid 24,000.
17.
When you bought it, 2017.
So we're going from a 17 to a
23.
3,
So
and another 24,000.
No, 10,000.
10,000.
10,000 payment.
We
That's
may get
payment.
24,000.
Oh, yeah, from the.
Yeah. I
from
see
the
what you're saying.
sale.
Yeah. So you're basically over 6 years. Yeah, over 6 years it'd be another 24,000.
So 24,000 we may get, but the car costs 50
The new one.
thousand, the new one. So we are paying
Plus tax and interest.
and outfitting
Yes, with outfitting.
50.
Yeah. So it's just we're going to be down this car. It's just a good opportunity, being that we already got approved for the other 5 cars. It's easier to add it. Plus, it comes out of SPOS. It's not going to come out of our budget.
Yes.
Ain't no question about it. We need a car.
Then you already getting half of the money, almost half anyway, to pay for the car.
And getting the newer car.
Mhm.
Do we have something for that shift to be in? While
He's driving the Impala right now.
Y'all need a car.
Hmm?
You need one of my cars.
That luxury car.
It
So-
ain't luxury.
But that's all I just
I
need
got
to say.
lights. I mean,
Oh, you do have
we
lights.
can't afford. We can't have no more. I know it wasn't his fault, but dang,
We need our cars.
hey, they just keep hitting our stuff.
We
So
were
what you
just
need, a
getting
consensus
in a
for
good
Yeah, I just need a
spot.
consensus to add that one car.
I say get the car. That's my consensus.
I'll say go ahead.
Please,
car.
council, please,
We don't have a choice. We need a car.
please.
And it kind of puts us in a good spot. It's kind of like a love-hate relationship.
Well, I will tell you this. Those cars, Rosario's old car, which it's been fixed, had about a $4,000 catalytic converter issue. So we probably won't be paying for that if that one goes out, because it's totaled now. So that saves us that money.
So we would have been doing some maintenance.
Oh yeah.
Please.
Catalytic converter.
And the
Yeah,
Crown
those
Vic is
full-
still rolling along.
Did you guys
You
ever
have to go back to
find
the
the
Crown
person that jumped out of it?
No, so just to briefly touch on that, the car was reported stolen, but it was never put on the system as stolen because the guy said I loaned it to a buddy of mine. So
Yeah.
technically it's really not stolen. So his insurance, he didn't tell his insurance company that. And unfortunately, because he hit us, we were able to pull the report and the body cam video from the cab and send it to his insurance company,
Oh,
which now makes him liable.
oh,
So
be careful what you put in your car.
just saying.
So it makes him liable and not the insurance company?
Him and the insurance, both of them liable, but I mean, his insurance company just drop him. I mean, if you want-
Yeah.
But they'll pay them.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Pretty
You know, this raise it up to like
Oh.
$1,000 a month.
He knew that guy was in his
So,
car.
all right.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
All right, city administrator, you have anything else?
No, we had our mid-year checkpoint for health grant. We're good to go. They loved the fact that we did that, where we had the breast cancer awareness. We did the car.
Right.
Said they'd never seen anybody do that before. So we'll get our next 750 next month.
Got it. Thank you. All right, mayor's report. I only have one thing. Merry Christmas first. Happy New Year. So for the holidays, we are going to Papados
Yes.
Wednesday, 7 o'clock.
This Wednesday?
Yes. So I don't want nobody, huh?
Acting like we don't know.
You said it's 6? My email say 7 to 9. But check it.
You always.
Papa Do's on the 20th of December.
Wednesday,
That's
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Jimmy Carter?
Jimmy Carter. Yes.
Okay, so we carpooling.
Carpool is fine if needed.
I'm going for certain.
Yeah, I would love to carpool. Me and Miss Van.
It's me, yeah.
Look, I'm talking to Miss Van, we need to carpool, don't we?
Yeah, we
Look,
need to
this one
couple.
we can use our car for when we get out.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have 6? Because I got 7. What you got? Okay.
Oh, so we gotta do that before 7.
6:30 would be nice because I want to be seated
Remember, it'll be
at
traffic.
7, so we'll have our whole time. So
Okay, so can we arrange the carpool? Me and Miss Van gonna be,
who need carpool? Just you two?
yeah.
I'm riding if you want to
Anybody
ride
else?
with me.
Muhammad. Okay. Who else?
I just pull up it. I pull
I'm
up
alright.
it.
I can put the blue lights
So,
on the Jeep
The
and he
people
can take
need
the
the
Jeep.
carpool. Can we meet here?
I'm riding with whoever, well, you know,
Oh, I'll be
Meet
gone.
in this parking lot.
Yeah.
Meet in the parking lot. And what
Mhm.
time you need us? to be
6
there?
o'clock.
6, what time?
6 o'clock.
6:15?
That's gonna take us about.
Oh
40
yeah,
minutes to
traffic,
get there.
6,
Yeah.
6 o'clock.
Okay, we can
I
do
forgot.
that. Everybody just jump
So,
on the bike.
okay,
Yeah.
so meet at City Hall 6 o'clock on the 20th.
Yep, and we need to be pulling out no
Yeah.
later than
6:10.
6:05.
Yeah, 6:05. Unless we have a police escort. I don't know.
Yeah, that'll get us there on time.
I would say Bear got to live with that too.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be here.
Yeah.
So we'll have kind of festive attire.
Just whatever you want to wear
Like
would
this
be,
red shirt.
yeah,
Yeah,
No,
we
that's
had a
messing
red-
with
yeah.
Give me his red shirt.
Mhm.
So that's all I have. Just make sure you all are present because you're accounted for, you are paid for. We need you to show up and be in the seat. That's all I ask. Okay.
I'll be here.
All right. And then the full-time officers, you got them covered. Those special reserve officers, you got those covered. Okay. And that's it. And public works. Okay. That's it for me. Council member updates.
There's, and I asked Chief about it, a town, a zoning meeting. One of the members at the center said that there's a zoning meeting, on 124 before you get to Congress Street to sign. I didn't tell you specifics, but she said on 124 coming this way before you get to Congress Street, there's a sign for, and I don't know what they're zoning for. But my concern is that they're putting all of these trucks right on us. Like if you go around us, there's trucks everywhere. So I was thinking, and I know we'd have to get with county, but they need to put a consensus on some of these truck stops and these parkings. Why you got to be right up on us like this? We need to have some distance. And the other thing, my concern is that I was reading in one of the descriptions is that the truck stops or parking lots, whatever they are, should have some landscaping and trees around them, and so that all of that garbage is covered. So you riding down and just look like a nice trees and stuff, and you don't have to see all that stuff on the other side. That's the way it should be. That's the way it's in there somewhere in their description of a truck parking lot. That it should have landscaping, just like they said that it should have concrete to park on and not gravel. Remember, that was our concern up on Pine Lake, that they wanted to just park on dirt or whatever. But the county said, no, you have to have concrete or asphalt, something other than just dirt. So my concern is if we don't say something, we don't do something, these people are just coming. Everywhere you look, they just on us. So you have the city of Lithonia, and then you have trucks all around us, like crashing us in, So I don't know. I just thought that we might need to think, Mayor, I don't know what we need to do, but we need to do something because, I mean, they're already in effect. Right down here on Congress Street, right before you get to 124, you see where they're building big old, and
It's
they
like
pop,
an extension of the one up the street from it.
and then there's one right across the street, an old one, but it's still there with all these trucks.
But you know what? That's not in the city of Lithonia,
Oh,
but still
It's
it
not.
impacts us. But the thing is,
Yeah.
like I've talked to people in the community, when you see something, don't wait till it get here. Just like the place across the street from it. That should not have ever
Never should have
happened.
been there. And that's what I'm saying. It's not in the city, but it's right
On the
outside of
city.
us. It's like right around us.
Stonecrest is
So,
approving all that.
Yeah, so it's outside of their city limit. It is on their outskirts, but it's kind of
In
like
our
in our
backyard.
inskirt, the outskirt, our inskirt is right there. You come out of our city, there's the truck stop. You go out of theirs, then, it's away from them.
And really, code enforcement for the one that's across the street from the new one that has been built, code enforcement should have been on them years ago because it's so raggedy. It was so nice when they first built that building. It was really nice, but now it looked like a junkyard.
Just like the one down there on Roger Lake.
No,
Right, but no, I'm talking about the one on Roger Lake, looks like a dump. They have trucks parked all on the outside. I took pictures of it. They have trucks parked all on the street. It's not in the city of Lithonia, but it's right before you get into the city and right outside of there.
But you know, the people in that area, as well as the church in that area, as well as some of the residents right here in the city of Lithonia, they have relatives that live, we all try to fight some of that. I know Miss Banks, Steeler Banks' wife, she was just about at every meeting, you know, because it's right across from her in the front and on the side.
And it's pollution. Or bringing all these trucks around us. You imagine you got 18 wheelers and you got 10 or 15 of them running at the same time, all that pollution coming right into the city. And what if one of them tip over?
Diesel, well, you know, diesel fuel themselves can kill you.
Yeah, oh yeah, even the train or even.
And I think the trucking industry, the boom is going away though. It's not.
I think it's moving a little bit
a
more.
lot of city not paying as much as they used to because there's so many people.
And even on Covenant Highway.
What you say,
They
Chief?
putting the one right there on Covenant Highway, a big old truck, they clearing off, and they parking the trucks right there, right smack before you get into the city. But on the outskirts.
Outside there used to be a house, two houses.
Right, on the outside of Stonecrest, kind of their outskirts.
One
know?
time, the chief of police, I think, used to be the chief of police, he lived in that area, in the house.
Yeah, I think his son used to live next door.
So they must have
Daughter.
bought that property so
Yeah.
that they can push the house down
So
and making a truck and stuff.
I got a question. So since it's outside of the city and it may be Stonecrest, do you all need to sit down with Stonecrest to find out what their plans are and what they're doing? Because it might be something that we can't do anything about.
We can, but we, like you said, we can have some conversation.
That's
But
something I
if-
can think of.
And just not, so if you have the circle,
Mm.
and then if you look at the circle, and then you got one here, and then you got one on Covenant Highway, this one on Conyer Street, right at 124. And then you get one down here, Roger Lake, and then who knows the other illegal one down here on
Well,
Center. So they all around.
All
us.
around.
I think the commissioners, all of them need to be involved.
Yeah, because it's commissioner.
But I think it starts from whatever city that is, though, because they got to be approving it. Ashley,
Stonecrest is University now, probably been about a year. To put a moratorium on truck parking, I think they did pass it about 2 or 3 months ago. So I think they have stopped them from them because they saw the influx and they saw where they were trying to take over. Some of the ones you are describing, I think were already passed, have been approved where they did the moratorium, but a couple of them aren't in some of the county. So we're gonna probably need to start a conversation with them because they are our other board.
Roger Lake, I think, is
Unincorporated the camp.
yeah, because that they have that.
But I can tell you that, Stonecrest has put stuff in place to stop.
Gotcha.
To pop up in their city. I can pull their ordinance so that you all can review it and take a look at it.
Because they put that one at Lithonia Industrial,
Mhm.
and what's that, Lithonia Industrial and something, right there, that new one.
You talking about either Marble Road or Marshall Boulevard?
At the end.
Yeah, that area, Marvin, it might be on
There's two at Lithonia Industrial Marble, there's one at Lithonia and Marshall, there's one at Lithonia and Tribble.
I know the two that are like kind of coming in, and that was a series of like big concerns and they went around and around and around, trying to prevent them from being able to put it up, but I think it was too late. And that kind of.
Yeah, it's where Redan turns into something.
But you know,
Redan up that high, Redan, and it come on down and cross over Lithonia Industrial, and right there on that corner is new. And it also have it's a gas station, truck stop area.
So
but
the
if
gas
people,
station, Lithonia Industrial in South Sonoma County, that's a truck gas station. It's not a truck parking, but just down from it, like
Across the
just
street.
across the street, that's Lithonia Industrial Marshall Boulevard. There's one there.
that's because people, this city, and I think in Georgia, a lot of people, they do their homework before they come to us. They're looking for land that people want to sell, land that, when they request a business license for something, they might apply for something else and it end up being a truck. And nobody ever questioned it until we had to like on Pine Mountain. You know, how did you get here? You didn't have any, had 2 meetings, I think, with the people in the community. And so we have to be vigilant too. I'm talking about the people in the community. When you see those yellow signs,
Yeah, they caught that, but that's two. It's not in the city.
right,
None of that's in the city, really.
right,
They
but
just right up on us.
it affects our air, our clean air. And it takes away a lot of trees that will not
They
be
pushing those trees down.
right. Mhm. We need that.
Strategically, like Nan said, find us the way to have these conversations. Now than later.
So what do we need to schedule some meetings?
Or do we need, or is it a thing? Y'all can't
Oh,
this
start
week.
with what's already out there.
Or is it a thing where we just need to attend, you know, the
Yeah,
cap counties
Yeah.
sessions?
We do. We do.
And have discussions, be the ones raise a hand on some Lithonia, hey, what's going on? Cause at some point we get to talk, cause we citizens, we taxpayers. When we get up from here, yes, we still are council people, but we also live in the
Gotta
city and
be, yeah.
taxpayers, so we get to ask the Cap County those hard questions and tell them what we do and do not want to see in our community.
For our public hearing that's coming up on the 4th. I said we pull a couple of them to the side, and if we can have some private meetings, if we have to meet by the 2 and 3, and then we'll by the 2 for us, then a couple of them, so that we can forward or push that conversation forward. And they'll be here already, you might as well ask, hey, what's the best way for us to have some conversation with you all about what's going on.
Yeah.
So, so we'll need to be, for preparation, we'll need the names and the addresses of those that's popping up.
And sorry, just thought about
you
it.
okay.
The areas that is not Stonecrest, that's not in the city of Lithonia. Are y'all willing to annex those in so we can govern those?
You mean trucks?
Yeah. I mean, there'll already be a truck parking or whatever it's going to be, but I mean, it's already there.
And next, what in? The trucking stops.
Where y'all see where it's the
Yeah, they
cab
can
and it's not
control
Lithonia and it's not Stonecrest.
But I think
Okay.
we were going that way anyway. Wasn't we going out that way
Mhm,
anyway?
mhm.
Yeah, I would say
Yeah, we
yes.
could make some
Especially if
ordinance
we saying
change.
that we get to govern it.
I
It's
mean-
happening,
Yeah,
but I would like to be able to govern.
Yeah, if it's
I would
just
like
sitting
to see
there.
some trees.
right.
So
And
landscaping, yeah.
but I think that we should govern the one, how many we do now. The one on Covington Highway that they just bulldozed the house down last year. That's something that's close by.
We don't know.
But that's not in the city.
That's Stonecrest.
Stonecrest,
That may
that
already
runs
be
the whole
incorporated
city.
in the city.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It
Continental.
might still be unincorporated. Right
Covington
there.
Highway.
Almost
before you
across
get
from
to the trip.
down from
Yeah, across from the daycare.
Okay, I said it was.
That's what I thought. it
In
was.
between, if it's anywhere on the left side, all the way down to right around Noah Road, it's on.
You
That's
mean
what
on the left side of Covington Highway?
Going towards
And so, okay, so if you're going to down Main Street and you at CBS, you make a right and it's on your left.
Yeah, that's.
Stonecrest.
And most of
That's
what
what I
we've been
thought.
talking about is Stonecrest.
Except for the
Yeah.
one, isn't the one underneath the sign, that's part of Lithonia, though. They parking trucks there too.
Where?
Isn't it over there on Old Covenant Highway past Klondike on the right?
Oh, I seen it. They just parking trucks over there
Yeah.
That you come out.
by the expressway.
It's a part of Lithonia. We annexed it in to put that sign up
You
there.
come out, I know exactly.
They over there,
That's the city of
they over there
Lithonia.
sleeping and
Yeah,
everything.
it's
It's literally just outside the city limits. It's at the beginning of it's right there at the Rainy Mountain Trail.
But
Yeah.
no, not that one. The one is a little further down.
On Conyers.
It's where the sign is for the large sign. We annexed that in to put that sign there.
They're on the right,
Uh-huh.
going towards QT.
Mm-hmm. We annexed that
And
long
there's
time ago.
Only a really small sliver.
Yeah.
Like a real small sliver.
Yeah, I mean it's the whole sign.
It sits up on the hill.
Yeah, we annexed that in to put the sign in to put the sign up. So it's never been de-annexed, so it's there, so we control all that right there.
I think
You could check
We
it.
need to find out what,
having all
what's
these
what.
trucks
Yeah.
You remember?
around us, it devalues
No, I don't have back.
the value of life, the quality
Mm-hmm.
of life is devalued by all of these trucks surrounding the city. The truck that we had that kind of came around illegally on Center Street, Were we able to do anything with that one on Center Street that went behind the houses?
They gotta be done by the end of the year. The judge put that in place.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that, I mean,
So they've been cleaning it up, they've had equipment, he bought a piece of property, I don't know, somewhere outside. the
somewhere,
city.
right. But see, it's one thing, they all around us, and then you got some of them, almost like cockroaches, they come on in, they'll, you know, and they behind.
Yeah, it's big money.
So, yeah, but you know, how to make us look, we're trying to have a decent living.
It looks
and we
terrible.
have, yeah, all these trucks coming in and out. All right, thank you, but that's my, spill.
That was your update. Okay.
Well,
I did the best I could, man. I tried to get it, I didn't have it on the agenda, I tried to get it there.
That's your update, Councilman.
nothing.
Awesome. Is there a need for executive session?
I have a question for Chief. My question is, can you approach the bar like they say? Come up here for a second.
You're in trouble.
He like, what I do?
Pull out his bag, don't get the block.
I don't know nothing.
Don't do that now.
Yeah, don't do that now.
Never mind.
Yeah, don't do that now.
Okay. A need for executive session? All right. We need a motion to adjourn.
I motion to adjourn.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Nope.
All in favor?
All right.
Any opposed? All right. Ayes have it. Thank you so much. See you Wednesday, 7:12. Good
6
timing.
o'clock.
Turn your microphones off.